Now, when Gordon and I started singing, you know, we, as I say, we had each had our own favorites musically, but the one area that we completely agreed on, the people who were really our heroes, were the Everly Brothers. And the reason for that, of course, is that every duo throughout pop history that's ever tried singing together realizes the minute they try that the Everly Brothers did it better than anybody ever has, and probably better than anybody ever will. All the duos, whether it's Simon and Garfunkel or Lennon and McCartney or us, we all look to the Everlys for inspiration. And what they've done, of course, was actually take close country harmony singing, people like the Lubin Brothers, and add rock and roll to it, and came up with something miraculous and new. So we're huge Everly fans, and we'd go and see them every time they came to London to play. And to the point where we thought everything about them was cool, not just the singing. They were these really great suits, they had amazing hairdos, and did pompadours, everything about them was fantastic. And I remember going to see them one of the early times they came to London. They played the Albert Hall, which they did sometime later as well. And we went to the show. And one of the things we thought was so cool was that they came on from opposite sides of the stage and met in the middle and sang this great music, usually on one microphone actually, and then left the same way. To the point where Gordon and I, the minute we started playing places with real stages, not just coffee houses and stuff, we did the same thing. We came on from opposite sides thinking, well, if they do it, it must be the cool way to do it. You know? What we didn't know until much later was that not only did they come on from opposite sides and leave the same way, but they did so because they couldn't stand each other. That's sadly true. And they actually left to opposite sides of the stage, got into separate cars, and stayed in separate hotels. It's true. They found that the only way to work together without killing each other was not to speak at all. So that's it. The tour managers would work out the set, and they sang beautifully, but that was it, they didn't speak. Luckily, Gordon and I didn't copy that particular aspect of that relationship. But, so we're going to do an Everly Brothers song for you now that's one of my favorites. And it's a song. It turns out that I'm not one of the only people who loves this song so much, and of course I'm not one of the only people that's a big Everly's fan. So I'd like to invite my next pair of guests up, who so graciously agreed to join me on the show. Now, before I do, I'll tell you a quick story. That back in 64 probably, when the Beatles had started recording and become huge stars, and Gordon and I just started and so on. I remember all of us hearing about this Hollywood plot, and it was a Hollywood plot to kind of rip off the Beatles and make a kind of TV series that had a sort of imitation Beatles group in it, and we were kind of going, what a horrible idea, and those Americans are stealing our ideas and it'll be no good and all that stuff. And guess what? When we finally saw the series that we made in Hollywood, it was fantastic. I mean, it was great. All our doubts and assumptions were completely wrong. It was funny, it was brilliantly acted, it was brilliantly directed. They had amazing songs in it because they got the best songwriters in America, like Carole King and Boyce and Hart and Neil Diamond, all writing songs for it. And when we saw the show, we had to eat our words completely because it was a revelation. And the amazing thing was that they cast these actors as a band, and this miracle occurred, and they became a band. Not just a band, but one of the best bands of the 60s, and one of the most important bands in the 60s. And so it gives me particular privilege, and it's a particular privilege to me, and an honor to have one of these gentlemen on stage with me tonight. So I'm incredibly proud. This is the first time I think I've sung on stage with a real live monkey. And on this occasion, I don't only get to introduce Micky Dolenz, but his incredibly great and talented sister Coco as well. So here I bring on the Dolenzes. So I'll tell you something else about this song that's interesting. This is not only one of our collectively favorite Everly Brothers songs, but it was also written by one of our all-time favorite songwriters. And the song is called Crying in the Rain. Does anybody know who wrote it? Carole King, very good. finest songwriter of the century, in my opinion. And amazingly great. Hello? Is that right? Oh, that's right. Okay, so here's recently rehearsed and extremely 40 minutes ago.
By the way, Micky and I used to do folk music when we first started out, and also Everly Brothers on the beaches in California. So it's interesting, they were over in the Caribbean, we were in California singing 500 miles. Songs. It's amazing. Ready? Yeah, right. And, walk amongst yourselves.
Listen around. Here. 2, 3, 4.
I'll never let you see the way my broken heart is serving me. I've got my pride and I know how to hide all my sorrow and pain. Do I cry in the rain? If I wait for cloudy skies, you won't know the rain from the tears in my eyes. You'll never know that I still love you so, though the heartaches remain. I'll do my crying in the rain. Raindrops falling forever could never wash away my misery. Since we're not together, I'll wait for stormy weather to hide the tears I hope you'll never see.